both,
Right.
man. I like the Tank card. It was a that was a terrific card that Tank and them had. That you had you had the one of the brothers on there. You know, I can't believe they got him like the what's the brother name? A lot of
Russell,
upsets.
the
Yeah,
Russell brothers.
Russell. Man. Wow, my God, man.
How you
Yeah, I
had the
thought.
I, I think he edged it out. I really do
Yeah.
think he edged it
who
out,
edged it?
man. I
Who
think
edged
I
it?
think Russell edged that fight out, man. I really do, in my opinion, man. He you know, he was the aggressor. He threw a lot of more punches to me, you know. And, I think they got one, man. I
Yeah, he won
think
a
they
lot of
got,
the early rounds.
yeah. I
Both
think they,
fights.
man. I think that kid deserved that victory, man. He was fighting hard, man.
What What you think about him on Instagram saying that if it's not broke, don't fix it? What you think he did that he wasn't doing in the other fights? Like, you think it was like that get you type shit? Like, because I think his brother was saying you got to show a little something different in this fight.
Well, I sometimes I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I still think he won. He pulled out the victory. But sometimes you have to show a little more when it's a fight of that magnitude. And when you're on the big card, you know what I'm saying? You just can't get by doing what you normally do. And I think you pay for it.
Greg, what you thought? What's up,
I think
man?
he
How
be.
you doing?
I'm chilling, bro. I think he did great. He did a great job. He showed he could do a strong 12 rounds. The problem was he pushed the issue a little too fast. You know what I'm saying? The fight picked up a little too fast. I felt like if he'd have been a little bit more patient, he would have won it clear. You know what I'm saying? I think he won. But sometimes when you make it a fight and the guy throwing back and you there when he throwing back, sometimes the judges be like, all right, I'm gonna go with whoever I like. You know what I'm saying?
You
Well,
know, that's the way he fights. You know
no,
what
no,
I'm
no,
saying?
no. That's the way he fight. All I'm saying is take your time sometimes. You ain't always got to start too fast. Cause
But
sometimes the way just because you fight a certain way don't mean it's always right
but
because that shit could be the
but
same reason you lose.
the guy that he fought, the fault was kind of like a counterpuncher
For
a little bit. You know?
sure, for
Yeah.
sure.
So he had to try to make the guy make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So I don't
You
think
got to throw
he could have.
counter punches, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I don't think he could have set back because for one, if he'd have set back, the guy would have had
Thank you.
time longer. He was longer. He'd been on the outside too long. You know what I'm saying? And the guy had to reach him because numerous of times you seen that he got caught. He got caught at the end of the guy punches. You know, so, you know. I think he did what he was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And I think it was just like like to the other guy.
Mm.
If you watch the first two rounds, like when you watch the first two rounds, that was the most I seen Gary Antoine work off his jab
Yeah,
and taking his time.
yeah,
What I was saying was he could have fought like that for another like 3-4 rounds. He didn't have to go right into trying to mix it up. Even
yeah.
though
Now I understand what you're saying.
yeah,
He could have used jab. He could have used his jab more to set up things.
So,
and
do you
take.
think that's what he was saying then? Do you think that was what he was saying on his Instagram, possibly?
Yeah, I
I don't
think
know.
think so. I think he was. I think what he was saying, like he was sometimes going in there too reckless.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's starting to.
He was going in there too reckless, but he was coming out. You
Okay.
know, so you know, I think you know, I know, I know the brothers do a good job with them, but of course, I think they're missing their dad. Their dad, the one made them, and and the brothers are trying to take, to carry that on. You know what I'm saying? But it's just not the same as their dad. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Mm.
Even
Um,
though even though Gary Russell, was a high rated um boxer, but it's just not the same.
Now, what y'all thought about David Benavidez moving up?
Um, what I think that Benavidez with it's a different weight class. Like your punching power ain't gonna have the same effect as it did 168 because he caught this guy with some flush shots and it didn't move him. And I think Benavidez noticed that. You know what I'm saying? I think he gotta put on the weights. He gotta start putting on the weights now. Start lifting a little bit because you gotta add a little bit more power to your punch.
You seen him get inside in the late rounds at all?
Not really. I think he did. He was the same, but I think his first fight, at 175, it took a toll a little bit. It's something that he has to grow into. And so that's typical though. That's typical. You moving up fast and you fighting guys is just as big, well, bigger than you. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think he put on I still think he did what he was supposed to. You know what I'm saying? He's still that guy that I thought he is. So he just did what he was supposed to do.
What do you think? What do you think, Greg?
I think he started off fast. I mean, he put a lot of shots together, but like Cory said, he wasn't super effective like we used to seeing him at 168. You know what I mean? 75 is a different type of guy, and he he was a lot of shots together. You know what I mean? He couldn't hurt him. I think he should go back to 68 for sure.
What I what I what
Mm.
I what I've noticed though, that fast shit he does. You that fast shit he does every now and then. He can leave that shit alone at 75 because that wasn't
Yeah,
doing shit to the dude.
yeah,
That wasn't doing shit to. But the guy was tough. You know what I'm saying? So um, he better leave. I think uh the
Better
two
be for
top.
Vivo.
Yeah, I think the two top guys. I think he needs to get his feet wet a little bit more in 175 before he start go messing with them. I
What
really do.
what would you have to say about that, uh, Greg? What would you have to say about that? What do you think about him,
I
guys?
think I think better BF or Bivol would have beat him that night.
Mm.
They would have beat him that night. He wasn't the firepower not there. You know what I'm saying? And he showed his youth a little bit because he first of all being that size throwing that many punches. It's cool to be able to do that, but that's not some shit you could do all night when you that big. You know what I mean? When you that big, your system will shut down a little quicker than a smaller guy. You know what I mean? So he definitely got to learn how to pace himself. He got to learn how to place his shots. And like I said, if he would have been fighting Bivol or better BF, that would have been his ass that night.
But
Mm.
Benavidez is the same way, but that's his natural size. You know what I'm
Who
saying?
he said, Beneville?
Yeah, he's that's his natural size. He throws a lot of shots too to be that size. That's
Yeah,
because it's
I
You
fuck with Beneville.
you remixed the shit out that. I like that.
yeah, I say too
Benaville.
because
Benaville. That gotta be a hashtag.
yeah because I fucked his name up.
Curry hit him with the
I'm gonna
Beneville.
name my next child that.
He swept him around. You hear me? Beneville. I like that though. I'm taking that for sure.
Yeah.
Now we got to get into the main event. All right. Frank Martin, Tank
Beautiful,
Davis, Cory,
man. Beautiful,
take it away.
beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ring IQ. You know, Tank just showed class, grace, patience. He showed the 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 masterful like of boxing, like how you can break a person down mentally and physically. It was brilliant to me, man. It's like how to really get into a person's head by standing in his face, letting you hit him, and all this stuff. You hit, but people don't understand. He's hitting him, but he's really not hitting him. He, his field defense was terrific, and he broke Frank Martin down, man. He broke him down. It was a master performance, man, and a lot of people don't give Tank credit for being this skillful, man. He has a lot of skills, man, because he can box and he can come and get in your ass, man. No Diddy, so but man, that was man. Listen, man, I don't know why they ain't got this dude in the top 3 pound for pound, man. He's in the top 3. And
Heavy.
Canelo, Crawford.
Oh, so you agree with Stephen F. Smith said because he
Oh
said
yeah,
what do you think, Greg? The best, he's the top 5 fighter in the world or
man.
top boxer
Fuck
in
the
the world?
fuck the fuck the 5. I'm saying the top 3.
No, he said ever, right? Did he say ever?
No,
He
he ain't say ever.
didn't go that far.
He
All
couldn't.
right.
He couldn't have went ever.
He better leave that alone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
I'm
couldn't.
not
He
he
finna
couldn't have
might
said
have
ever.
said ever. I
disrespect
don't
the
know. I
elder.
gotta check.
That's one thing I would never do, man. Like disrespect the elder.